There we go. Beautiful. Hey, my friends, how are you today? This is the Your Book, Your Voice coffee chat, a free, almost sounds like a sales thing. Well, I was going to say free form in a sense, or open forum really is more of a more descriptive way of putting it, an open forum way of talking about the audiobook world. Glad you're here. I am Robert A. Lane. I am an audiobook coach and producer, and I specialize in helping nonfiction authors. Hopefully, you are one. If you are, great, welcome. And helping you turn your published nonfiction book into an audiobook that you narrate in your own voice. And it's a wonderful thing to do. I'm going to dive into how important it is for you as an author to narrate your own audiobook in just a second. But what I want to first do is welcome you here on LinkedIn and also YouTube and, of course, Instagram. We live stream the coffee chat every Thursday at this time. Love doing it live, and I encourage you highly to participate and leave comments. And even if you're watching the replay, if there is a topic you want to talk about or you want me to talk about or cover, or you want to share some thoughts about your experience about being an author, about publishing your book, about questions about the audiobook world, by all means, feel free to comment in both LinkedIn, Instagram, and also YouTube. Love to hear from you. All right. Well, before we dive into our topic, which is audiobook launch day, we're going to talk about your launch day for your audiobook. And did you prepare? Are you prepared? We're going to go over some things that I want to share with you about that. But before we do, because Thursdays, that's like live day for me. We do the live coffee chat, and Thursday night, we do the Your Book, Your Voice podcast, and it's something I love doing. I bring on great authors and people from the book industry, and when I don't have a guest, we talk about the audiobook world and answer your questions. And again, the podcast is broadcast live, so I'd love to have you participate. It is live on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel. Check it out there. Go to Bold Brave TV, and then on their little tabs, it says live for all their live streams. And then you'll see at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time tonight will be the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. And I have a great guest. Linda Ugolo is this incredible author, and she's also a speaker, and she is a speaking coach, actually. And if you ever have any reservations about or fears about speaking in public or doing a presentation, or maybe even at your job, presenting a project to upper management, or if you are doing speaking gigs, but most importantly, if you're narrating your audiobook, Linda has some great tools and techniques that she's going to share on the podcast tonight. So super excited to have Linda Ugolo on as a guest tonight on the Your Book, Your Voice podcast. Make sure you join live. Join it live as we do it on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Love to have you participate and ask your questions. This is why I love doing it live. All right, so join me for that. And again, the link to join the podcast is also in the description of both YouTube and LinkedIn. And for those of you on Instagram, go to my profile page, click on the link. It's a Linktree link, so it has all the links for everything that you need about Robert Lane Coaching, about the podcast, and about other things like the audiobook narration reference guide, which is a freebie that I give away. It's my gift to you with some tools and techniques and things that you can utilize and apply when you are doing your own audiobook narration. It's a great thing to have as a reference guide, and it's yours free. All you need to do is just download it. Basically, that's it. Again, the link for that is on the or in the description for YouTube and LinkedIn. And of course, again, Instagram, you know the routine, you know the drill. Go in, click that link on my profile page and grab your free audiobook narration guide. All right, so let's talk about launch day. Think about when you launched your book. If you've written your book and you've published your nonfiction book, it's out there in the world. What did you do to prepare for launch day? What did you do? All right. The same process, and hopefully you had a plan and a process to launch your book. And those same processes right? Processes, fancy word. To do an audiobook launch is really similar, okay? What I found, and it's funny, I was talking to another book coach. She's a great book coach, and we were talking about that, and she said something that really stood out, and I want to share that with you. She said, a lot of authors, when I help them with their publishing their book and they do their book launch, they treat it like it's their birthday. They're excited, and then the day comes, and it's a big celebration. But then that's where it ends. And that's where you as an author need to really think about, what are you going to do after your book launch? Same thing applies to your audiobook launch. What are you going to do afterwards? How are you going to keep promoting yourself? Remember, you are an author. And as an author with a published book, you are a brand. This is your brand. You are an author brand. How you write, how you present yourself. Again, everything about you, everything who you are, every aspect of you is what your author brand is all about. Your belief systems, your habits, your personality, your sense of humor, the way you were brought up, all these things encompass who you are as an author. So that's your brand. All right. So you are an entrepreneur. So embrace that. Embrace the fact that you are an entrepreneur. Love it and embrace it. And of course, your products being your ebook, your paperback, your hardcover, and your audiobook. Absolutely. That is the products that you offer for your readers and listeners as part of your author brand. So making good decisions, great decisions to move your business forward is on your shoulders, because you are the CEO of you. You're the boss of you. The buck stops with you. So when you are doing your audiobook launch, it's launch day. That's great. What did you do before the launch? What have you planned after the launch? You need to really map it out and even come up with bullet points or an outline of a marketing and promotional strategy. And there are some great book coaches out there and PR people that are out there that can help you with this. But if you're doing it yourself, think about it, all right? When you're writing your book, did you take your followers on the journey of the writing process? This is something that I tell my clients as they go through my audiobook coaching program. Same thing. When you're recording your audiobook, did you and are you taking your followers and now future listeners on the journey of what it takes to create your audiobook? It's a great thing to create hype, to get people interested, to go, wow, that's really cool. Oh, I can't wait for this audiobook to come out. And there are a lot of things that you can do to hype up the fact that on the next couple months or whenever your launch day is, we're going to launch my audiobook and make a big deal out of it. So that's some of the preparation before. Now, speaking of before, I need to stir my coffee. This is coffee chat, right? This is coffee chat. So I am not, can't waste it. I'm not going to go without toasting you for being awesome human beings and appreciating you for joining the coffee chat. Now, what is the cup today? This is Bugs Bunny through the years. Starting off, I don't know if you can see that. Remember that? Oh, boy, hold on Instagram to see that. See that? And it goes through the various drawing of Bugs Bunny. It's funny. It's almost like Bugs Bunny growing up from his teenage years to being an adult. But I grew up watching those Warner Brother cartoons. Loved them. Loved Daffy and Bugs. Those are my favorites. But so cheers to you, by the way. And again, thank you for being awesome human beings, being a great author, embracing entrepreneurship, and recording your audiobook, narrating your own audiobook. Cheers to you. Oh, it's so good. The elixir of life, I like to call it. Good stuff. So let's get back to our topic again, which is being prepared for launch day. So you've done things to bring yourself up to the actual day of your launch. Did you plan? What else are you doing? What else are you doing to further your marketing and promotion? It doesn't end on launch day. And I'm sure when you published your book, you probably saw that. If you put it up on Amazon, your book sales spike up, and then they drop off. They drop off because you are not continually promoting and marketing your book. You have to have a plan. You have to keep talking about it and promoting it. Do what all the companies, big businesses do when they do special sales. You got, New Year's Day, you got Easter sales and Black Friday sales and Labor Day and Memorial Day and President's Day and, holiday after holiday after holiday. There's all these ways to be promoting your book and doing specials and offers and getting yourself out there. All right. So think about a plan that you can do to promote your audiobook. And there are, again, a lot of ways and things that you can do. A couple of suggestions would be doing a special deal. Now you got an ebook, a paperback, a hardcover, and now you got an audiobook. All right, you got these 4 formats of your book, and you can do combo deals, bundle deals. Buy one, get another one for half off. Buy one, get it for 99 cents. Whatever the deal that you want to do, and that'll help promote and keep you out in the forefront of people knowing who you are, that you are an author, especially in the audiobook world. Because remember, there's a lot of people who go for audiobooks first before they even look at your ebook, paperback, or hardcover. So again, get yourself out there. Other things that you can do after your audiobook is launched, of course, is doing podcasting. There are a lot of great podcasts out there. Find the ones that fit with your niche and get out there. Get on these shows. You got to be promoting yourself all the time. Of course, the usual social media and reaching out to grassroots marketing, reaching out to people you know. A lot of things that you can do, but you need to put a plan together. All right? It's really important. And keeping yourself out there so that people know that you exist and that your products are still there. When you do a big push of promotion and then you just drop off and then nobody hears from you again, then you're going to lose your followers and they're going to lose interest. The attention span of the general public keeps getting smaller and smaller. So keep yourself in front of the eyes and ears of the people that you want to follow you and to purchase your products. All right. It is super important. So again, I asked the question, did you prepare? If you didn't, start writing things down. Hook up with a book coach or someone who does PR marketing for books and for audiobooks. Get the help. And that's another thing that's really important is don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to invest in your author brand because you are an entrepreneur and that's your business. Invest in it. If your book is not an audiobook, you need to get out there and record your audiobook in your own voice, tell your story in your own voice, because there is nobody on this planet that can tell your story better than you. Not another narrator, no matter how great they are, because it's still their interpretation. It's not your interpretation. And don't go AI because you're cutting corners. That's a misrepresentation of your author brand. It's not even you, for starters. And if you go voice cloning, so it kind of sounds like you, but it's not you really, and then you try to palm yourself off, oh yeah, I did that, you're lying to your customers, and that's not cool. And that's cheapening your author brand, so don't do that. You need to narrate your own audiobook. You can do it, and you have what it takes to be a great narrator. You really do. I would love to talk to you about getting into the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program. I'd love to tell you about what I do. 6 weeks is the timeline. From setup and preparation to narration to publication, you can be on Audible, Amazon, and Apple, ready for publication by the end of the 6-week program. You can do it. So schedule a call with me. There's a graphic on the screen. Obviously, the link is in the description for YouTube and also LinkedIn. And of course, Instagram. Don't forget, go to my profile page, schedule a free, quick audiobook consultation call. I'll tell you more about the program. And I want to find out about your book. We'll work on some marketing strategies and get you enrolled. And in 6 weeks, your audiobook will be recorded and ready for publication. So do it. Get the help you need. A lot of authors try to do it themselves, and then they realize when they try to upload their audiobook to Audible and Amazon and Apple, and it gets rejected because they didn't meet the exact specifications for publication. And that's an issue that I see happen a lot with a lot of authors. So get the help you need. I'd love to speak with you. Again, the links are in the profile or in the description for LinkedIn and YouTube, and of course on Instagram on my profile page. The other thing that you can do to find out more about the Your Book, Your Voice audiobook coaching program is just go to my website at robertlanecoaching.com. It's real simple. There's plenty of buttons to press to book a call. You can also grab your free audiobook narration guide as well. So just do it. Inquire, book your call. The link for booking a call goes directly to my calendar link, and you will speak with me directly because you and I will be working together directly. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Coffee Chat. We keep it very informal and, again, open forum, but I do like to have some topics to talk about. And if there's something that you would like to talk about or, just let me know. Put it in the comments, put it in the chat, message me. We'd love to hear from you. All right. What is the other thing I wanted to tell you? Oh, yeah, just again, a quick reminder about the Your Book, Your Voice podcast tonight. Again, that's done live, so join me, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and that is on the Bold Brave TV YouTube channel. My guest, I have a very special guest today, author, speaker, and coach, Linda Ugolo. She's awesome. Her book is really great. She talks about speaking, which is awesome because I do speaking as well, and I'm getting some really great information from her book. So we'll be talking about that on tonight's podcast. So join me for that. And finally, my friends, as always, my assignment to you is when you're out and about in the world, smile at a stranger, say hello to them, even give them a compliment. It takes you 5 or 10 seconds of time at your busy day. But that small gesture of kindness can make the world of difference in somebody's life. So be a life changer. Okay? Can you do that? I know you can. That's why I'm going to toast another toast to you for being awesome human beings and for being a great nonfiction author. Cheers. All right. That's going to wrap it up for Coffee Chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll say goodbye to our friends here on YouTube and LinkedIn. Take care, my friends.